Are twin flame stages required to come into union with your twin flame? We all hear this. I've heard this talking about twin flame stages. You have often the bubble phase, the separation phase, the healing phase, the reunion phase, and there's probably some phases in between there that maybe I've not even heard about. So we want to unpack, is it required for you to do all of these phases in order to be with your twin flame? Well, yes and no. And why I say yes to that is because, yes, there is a healing period. There is not all twin flames will experience that physical space or separation. It seems that in my experience and others that I've worked with, it seems like it is something that is common, whether that be the runner chaser dynamic or your twin flames blocking you, or just all in all needing that physical space in order for you to both focus on your healing. And a lot of twin flames in my experience too had the bubble phase where you might come into the knowing of your twin flame and it's something very new and brand new to you. And so you start figuring out like what is this connection, and you have like this blissful, beautiful, intense moments with your twin flame. And as they say it, the bubble phase, it's almost like the bubble pops. And then in comes all of the dark night of the soul, the spiritual awakening, all of the upheaval, because that bubble phase, it triggers everything that's out of alignment with that complete state of perfection that you were experiencing. And that's when you might experience like facing your shadow self, or you might experience your twin flame, you and your twin flame separating from one another so that you can heal. So there's all of these stages, and then it leads up to union. And some people, don't even feel that union is possible, so there's a lot of talk about these stages, but then when it comes to the union component, then, it's kind of like, well, is this going to happen? And so it is supposed to happen, and it is for you to have. It just requires that you choose and claim it. So going back to the stages, when I said yes, it's partially true, but I also want to say no because these stages are often laid out as something linear, meaning like you must do A to get to B to get to C, which is going to equal D. There's a very linear, like controlled, like it has to be done like this, and this in order to get to this. But that's not, in truth, that's not how your union works. For example, through the teachings of union, I, apply the mirror exercise every day. I've been healing, or I've been on my journey since 2016, and I've been applying the mirror exercise since 2017. And fast forward to today, I'm in harmonious union with my twin flame. We're married, and we still apply the mirror exercise on a daily basis to heal the separation that we're, still experiencing in our consciousness. So even after, reunion, union, harmonious union, you still continue to heal. And the reason I'm using that as an example is because these stages often communicate that you're just going to heal in this phase. And then once you've done that healing, then you're going to have your union. And then what? Right? It's like this idea of just union, and it's just perfection. And it is perfect. There's a lot of beautiful, beautiful things to have as you manifest your union. But that healing component, it still continues. It doesn't stop. Or like with the bubble phase, okay? So the bubble phase is it's a beautiful, maybe romantic, the lovers aspect, all of the beautiful things that you want in a romantic partner. Well, that bubble phase never actually truly ends. It might get popped so that you can do some healing work, but it didn't actually end. What it meant, or what's actually happening, is that everything that was out of alignment with that bubble phase has to come up to be released so that your vibration can match that of the bubble phase. And know that like these labels, or they're just labels to communicate an energetic experience. but that energetic experience does not end because with your twin flame, you are eternal. Your union is eternal. And that's another thing too, is like these stages communicate that you're not in union right now and that you must do all of these things to be in union with your twin flame. But in truth, you were created as one with your twin flame. The moment that you were created, you were automatically one. You were automatically in union, in perfect union together. But then, as a shared consciousness, as a collective consciousness, we all chose to experience being out of our union, out of our truth, out of our oneness, which is what we're all working on healing now. And that's why, if you're watching this video, clearly you've called your twin flame into your life so that you can have that romantic best friend, partner, teacher, student relationship with them so that you can continue to ascend back into your perfect state of oneness. But your union did not end. It's still there. It's just an illusion that you're not currently in it. And so these stages can oftentimes confuse a person and make you feel like you're not in union, but later on you're going to be in union. Whereas the truth is you are in union and your bubble phase never ended. Once again, that's just an experience to describe, or that's a term to describe an experience, just like the healing. The healing doesn't end until you're in a perfect state of oneness in your union. And so that is a continuation, and even after reunion and union, or facing your shadow self. Well, that's what your twin flame does for you. They mirror back to you the components of yourself that are not in the light, or not aligned with love. That is the shadow aspects. And that's for you to, as those things come up, you heal and you invite love. And then you're naturally aligned to the truth of your union. And so I hope that this makes sense on how the twin flame stages, partially true, but not entirely true. So all of these can be happening simultaneously. And, being in harmonious union with my twin flame, we're consistently healing. And all throughout that, we experience that romance, that lover component, that all of those beautiful dynamics that you too have probably experienced in your union. So this video should bring a lot of relief to your heart that you don't have to be some healed ascended master to be in union with your twin flame. You can be in union with them now. It just requires you to accept that that's your truth and continue to focus on the inner healing work. And if you want support with that inner healing work, I'm a master certified ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe, and I do this on a daily. I'm happy to support you into manifesting your union. Just reach out, and all of my details will be in the description box below. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.